Hello guys, if you struggle in deciding a model that actually works for you, I found one that you seriously gonna like. I call this 2-minute open high low close model, and today I'm going to show you how it works step by step, why it repeats every single day, and how you can backtest this yourself with zero guesswork. If it sounds something like you really need, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get into this. Let's go. Well guys, here is backtesting dashboard from TradeZilla. As you can see, my win rate for this model 71%, and I took almost 300 trades. So I backtested entire 2024 and from January to May 2025, and my trades were 2R, sometimes a bit less, sometimes a bit more, but I ended up being 2R for the entire year, more than 1 year. How I did this? Let me show you. The framework for this model is built around something every candle gives us. Open, high, low, close. But the difference here is in how we read that candle through accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Basically, every single candle gives us a story. So let's dive into this. I already talked about candlestick formation in my previous videos, but right now I would like to cover this again. And let's talk about what is going on once candle opened. Well, step 1 is accumulation. As I said before, accumulation happens at the open of the candle or near the open of the candle. So in other words, accumulation is consolidation. Low volume, range bounding, so pretty much nothing is going on, simply consolidating. Step 2, manipulation. As I mentioned before, manipulation forms low or high of the candle. So as you can see on my picture, we are below consolidation low, accumulation low, which offered low of the candle. And if you know that price is bullish on high time frame, we anticipate to get probably bullish candle, right? At this point, we're waiting for the break below accumulation low. We enter in some sort of high time frame level to anticipate potential reaction from this level or any PD rate, right? And once manipulation offered, we will anticipate to get distribution. So manipulation will offer a low of the candle. Step number 3. So I'm not going to talk about distribution just for now. So what is going on once we got transition from accumulation to manipulation? So this transition from accumulation to manipulation builds framework for distribution. So what do I mean by this? That the distance between open of the candle and low at this point in our case. So we'll offer setup framework to anticipate a real move in the direction of the trend. So inside this framework for distribution, inside my purple area, we will find entry to enter a long in the direction of the trend. Always, always. Step number 4, distribution. Low resistance liquidity after manipulation offered. Once low is in, we got reaction from some sort of PD ray. So framework for distribution formed, right? So we want to long inside my purple area, and we anticipate to get move in the direction of the trend to higher from level to close our long. But how should I trade this? So framework for distribution, important to cover this, important to talk about this. So we want to long below candle open, we want to short above candle open. And inside my purple area, which I call framework for distribution, we will get change in the state of delivery. What is change in the state of delivery? This change in something. At this point, change in order flow. And at this point, I will look for change in the state of delivery inside my purple area. So basically between open of the candle and low of the candle, right there. And exactly right there, I want to find setup to enter my long to anticipate move in the direction of the trend. I would say the most common question is, how should I pick order block change in the state of delivery? And first I would like to say, order block is change in the state of delivery. Change in the state of delivery forms a real order block. So it's not two different words. It's exactly the same one, just two different interpretation. So order block, change in the state of delivery. Change in the state of delivery is order block. So how should I pick order block or change in the state of delivery? So we have two options. So first option, we hit higher from level. We got sequence at this point. We got sequence of down close candle. So I can use entire sequence of down close candle to anticipate potential move higher. So basically anticipate potential change in order flow, change in the state of delivery. Or I can use the very first candle that touch higher from level. And I can use this candle as my order block. So I can use once again either sequence of down close candles once we hit high time frame level, and that's very important. We cannot pick just random sequence to anticipate order block. We must hit some sort of high time frame level, PD rate, to anticipate potential reaction, potential change in order flow. Or I can just pick once again the very first candles that touch high time frame PD rate, high time frame level, and consider this as order block. It's up to you. Personally, prefer sequence, but once again, you can backtest sequence, you can backtest just first candle that touch high time frame PD rate. It's up to you, personal preference. So time to talk about setup itself. So as you can see, I highlight and I backtested 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. hourly power of 3, but I would like to make a note, if you like to trade pre-market, you can consider 9 a.m. power of 3, hourly power of 3 as well. It's going to work exactly in the same way as 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. So if you just prefer to trade pre-market, here's idea for you. Trade 1 a.m. power of 3, hourly power of 3. So first of all, 1 hour open high low close will offer 2-minute change in the state of delivery to anticipate potential framework for distribution. Framework for distribution that I mentioned before will be based on 2-minute chart. 2-minute chart will offer 2-minute change in the state of delivery, change in order flow that we would like to consider for potential trade. Okay, let's take a look on pictures that you can see right now on your screen. So what you can see, we just touched high time level, and quick note, we're sitting on 2-minute chart right now. And once you hit this high time frame level, we anticipate to get smart money reversal. What else can we see? Right now, we're trading above 10 a.m. open or 1 p.m. open. And since we anticipate to get reversal, we would like to find framework for distribution above 10 a.m. open and 1 p.m. open. So depends on session. So for this, I would like to see price trading above 10 a.m. open and forms 2-minute change in the state of delivery to anticipate potential distribution lower. Basically, lower resistance liquidity run lower. So in my gray box, I highlighted sequence of up-close candles. Once again, it's up to you. You can just highlight last up-close candle because that was very first candle that touch high time frame PD rate, or you just can highlight sequence, prefer sequence, going to highlight sequence of candles. Once you got the closure below low of this candle right there, so I'm going to consider this as order block. I'm going to place my entry at the open of next candle because we're not always going to get retracing back to order block. So always safe, but a bit more bigger stop loss at this point is going to be place my entry, your entry at the open of this candle with stop loss above swing high, and you want to aim strictly for 2R. So of course you can take partials at some sort of internal liquidity levels, but idea of this model is to aim for 2R, not less, not more. I mean, of course you can aim for more, but idea is to have just like default setup 2R. That's pretty much it. So 10 a.m. power of 3, 1 p.m. power of 3. Step number 1, high time frame bias, daily power of 3. We cannot blindly simply just enter long because we want to see it this higher. We cannot blindly enter short because we want to see this lower. Market absolutely doesn't care about what we want to see. So we must consider high time frame bias or at least daily power of 3. Step number 2, 10 a.m. reversal, continuation. So we'll talk about this in a moment. Step number 3, it reach high time frame level, we anticipate to get smart money reversal. If failed, reach high time frame level, retracement to continue going higher, lower to high time frame level. So right now you see on your screen, big up close candle right here. So this is my daily candle, current daily candle. So here's hourly candle, right? So what you have? Here's 10 a.m. hourly candle, here's 9 a.m., 8, 7, 6, and so on. So here's 10 a.m. hourly candle. So basically we got 6 p.m. open and price moved higher, formed high of this candle so far, and here formed high of the candle right at 10 a.m. So what we can see, we got SMT, we hit high time frame level. So at this point, I anticipate to get potential smart money reversal to anticipate this move up on daily candle as manipulation to end this candle formation as bearish candle. So basically this candle ends to be like down close candle. So once you got reversal, smart money reversal confirmed by high time frame level, we got high in right here, and we want to see the rest of the day is going to be short opportunity smart money reversal. So my idea is to trade this hourly candle for potential short and trade this 1 p.m. candle for potential continuation. So let's see how it works. So 10 a.m. power of 3. So as you can see, once again, we got daily open. This looks like this on daily chart. This looks like this on 1 hour chart. And price moved higher. So since anticipate to see price ending higher from level and reversing down, so basically we got sell off right after this, I would like to see price going higher, preferably until 10, sometimes until 9. Once again, if this setup works for every single power of 3. Depends on when we can get this smart money reversal and when we can hit high time frame level. So at this point, we hit high time frame level around 8 a.m., but it failed to offer any signs of smart money reversal, minor pullback, nothing happened right there, so I anticipate to get continuation higher until we can get smart money reversal. So once again, high is in, and what I can see, we got SMT, let's say between ES and NQ, between ES and YM, between gold and silver, so we got SMT right here. Then I would like to switch on lower time frame and to see what is going on right now on 2-minute chart. So here's 2-minute chart. So here's this SMT between ES and NQ, let's say. So here's 10 a.m. open, 10 a.m. open, 10 a.m. open. So as you can see, price opened, continue going higher. So basically traded above 10 a.m. open, and what happened right there? So once again, we hit high time frame level. We already inside high time frame level, right? So I anticipate to get potential reaction down, smart money reversal. So first, I know we have high time frame level, we have SMT right now. I'm going to wait for change in the state of delivery on 2-minute chart to anticipate potential change in order flow. Once again, price traded above 10 a.m. open, right? So continue going higher. We got sequence of up close candles, and then price closed below the low of this candle right there. So first sign of smart money reversal is here. So I'm going to open my trade, my short trade at the open of this candle. I'm going to put my stop loss at swing high, and I'm going to aim for 2R. So here's idea how to trade. 10 a.m. power of 3 exactly is going to work for 9 a.m. power of 3, exactly is going to work for every single hourly power of 3. So I mentioned before, we have daily candle, we got manipulation up, we hit high time frame level, we got 10 a.m. reversal, so the rest of the day possibly is going to be bearish. So what happened right here? So high is in, here's 11 a.m., 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. candle. So we hit high time frame level. Right now, seems like we did nothing, we're in the middle of nowhere. So probably 1 p.m. will be continuation lower after a retracement. So as I said before, we did not hit high time frame level. We anticipate to get a retracement, continuation. Continuation will be lower at this point. So let's see what is going on there. So we got sell off. So basically this candle, the daily candle, is going to look like this by the end of the day. So here's hourly candle, and what is going on right here? So we got 1 p.m. open, price offered retracement higher, so it offered another SMT preferably to have. It offered another SMT, and what is going to happen next? Potential reversal, continuation lower. Going to switch right now into 2-minute chart to see what is going on there. So we got 1 p.m. open, price retraced to some sort of fair value gap on 2-minute chart, offered SMT between ES and Q, gold, silver, any instrument you like to trade. So what I want to see, I would like to anticipate potential continuation lower. Let's see if we have any signs for this. So price traded above 1 p.m. open, that's great for us because we anticipate to see lower. We got sequence of up close candles. We're waiting for the closure below sequence of up close candles to get change in the state of delivery, change in order flow. So we got the closure right here. We even got breaker block right there. So I'm going to open my trade at the open of this candle. Swing high is going to be my stop loss. Going to aim for 2R. Of course, I can leave my runner to any high time frame level lower. We anticipate to see potential low of the candle. That's absolutely up to you. That's absolutely okay. So as I mentioned before, it's impossible to enter the trade without understanding high time frame level. So let's take a look confirmations that we can use to enter the trade. So first of all, obviously hide the frame bias. So let's say we enter daily bearish fair value gap. So do we have any smart money reversal on lower time frame right now? We got SMT. We got order block. I mean, changing the state of delivery. We got market structure shift. We got retracement back to changing the state of delivery. Probably unicorn, fair value gap. So yes, we do have smart money reversal. Right now, I'm going to switch on 2-minute chart to see if I can have any setups there. So once again, we got SMT. We got we traded above 10 AM open right now. Absolutely brilliant. We inside daily fair value gap, bearish fair value gap. So this works for me. I will look for short. So waiting for the, once again, trade above 10 AM open, formation of order block. So I'm waiting for the closure below sequence of up close candles, where I'm going to just use the very first candle that touch high time frame PD ray. At this point, is going to be daily fair value gap. And once we got the closure, I'm going to open my trade at the open of next candle with stop loss above swing high, below swing low, depends on the direction. I'm going to aim for 2R. Lots of people ask me about if it's possible to trade this model without bias. Yes, my answer, you can trade it without bias, but the question is how good win rate is going to be at this point. But still possible. I backtested, it works, but probably not going to give you 70% win rate. So let's take a look at this. So preferably would like to use kill zones liquidity levels. You can use sessions liquidity levels. I prefer kill zones. So for Asia, between 8 p.m. and 12 a.m. New York time, London kill zone between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. New York time. So if you look for the trade with no bias, you can consider liquidity session or kill zone session. But for AM session, that's important to see and hear this. The move will happen at 9 a.m. hourly power of 3, not 10 a.m. 10 a.m. will be continuation. For PM, 1 p.m. is fine, uses. So let's take a look at my picture. So for example, let's talk about AM session. So no bias, just want to trade from session liquidity level to session liquidity level, from kill zone liquidity level to kill zone liquidity level. So as you can see, price took Asia low, right? Maybe it took London low. It's up to you. Once again, doesn't really matter. Let's say it took Asia low or London low. So perfect. It formed 2-minute order block. It formed any signs of smart money reversal on 2-minute chart, SMT, something to anticipate smart money reversal. So once we took overnight level, I'm going to repeat this again, Asia low, London low. It offered any signs of smart money reversal on 2-minute chart. I'm going to enter the long trade using idea 2R, where I'm going to just put my stop loss at swing low, and I'm going to aim for opposite liquidity level. It can be London high, it can be Asia high, but I'm going to aim for session liquidity level to session liquidity level, from kill zone liquidity level to kill zone liquidity level. So, and yes, I'm going to use 9 a.m. hourly power of 3 to trade 2-minute open high low close model. 2-minute order block with any signs of smart money reversal on 2-minute chart. No bias, that's okay. You can try to trade from session to session, from kill zone to kill zone. Well, guys, here's example. This happened this week. It was on Tuesday. So as you can see what we got, pretty much consolidation. We traded between London high and London low, kill zone liquidity levels between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. So what happened? So price traded down, took London low, and what happened? Yes, it offered SMT that day. It offered 2-minute inversion fair value gap. It offered 2-minute change in the state of delivery. Here's a note you can use. Since it's small wick right here, you can include this wick in order block. If it's going to be big wick, just include body, not wick. At this point, it's up to you. You can include wick, you can include just open of this candle, up to you. Doesn't really matter. But when it's big wick, it's important to include only open of this candle. So once again, we got smart money reversal. We got move from basically accumulation, move to London low. It offered 2-minute model, hourly power of 3. Price traded below 9 a.m. open. So this orange line is 9 a.m. open. Perfect offered order block. I'm going to enter my trade at the open of this candle, or I'm going to wait for the retracement back to order block, breaker block. So stop loss is going to be swing low. At this point, no reason, since it's huge order block, no reason to put stop loss at swing low. I'm going to find another swing low, which is going to be slightly below mean threshold of order block. And I'm going to aim for 2R or just London high, from session to session, from kill zone to kill zone. Well, guys, now it's time to show my trades that I backtested. So not going to just pick trades that worked in random chart. So from time I'm going to show you losses, I'm going to show you wins. So first example, it was from session to session. So what happened? We got 1 p.m. open. So price pretty much traded near open of this candle, which I call accumulation. Nothing is going on so far. And here's a quick note. For example, you want to tell me it offered order block because price traded above 1 p.m. open. Here's a quick note. When we got formation of order block like this, so basically order block started below open and finished above the open, it's not going to work. So order block must form either above 1 p.m. open or below 1 p.m. open. It cannot form like this. It must be above or below. So, okay, I call this accumulation. What happened? So price traded above, below, so pretty much accumulation. Then it broke lower, took lunch low, and yeah, what is going on so far? So trading. Once again, I cannot use this order block because formed above 1 p.m. It's still a consolidation. I'm going to wait for another order block. Perfect. So we got one more move lower. It offered order block right here. Sequence of done close candles. I'm going to open my trade at the open of next candle. Maybe it's going to retrace slightly. Stop loss swing low, 2R or opposite liquidity level. So from lunch low to AM high, lunch high. So as you can see, worked. Amazing. Perfect. Also important to talk about invalidation because we have some cases when trade is not going to work. First, when we have time distortion. So lots of time I saw people confuse time distortion with potential reversal. And this happens when we see clearly, let's say perfect textbook short setup inside market maker buy model, but we did not hit high time level. For example, time distortion is consolidation, normally second stage of market maker model. So I discussed this in my market maker model video. You can watch this if you want. So even if we got SMT, even if we got break of structure to downside, but we did not hit any high time level, yes, it offered 2-minute order block. Yes, you see this as A plus setup, but it's time distortion, clearly second stage of market maker, buy model or sell model. Don't enter this trade. It's not going to work at all. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. I took some losses on Steams, and my losses based on this model and even my backtest was based on time distortion setup. So I saw time distortion. It was like reversal from nowhere. So, but we learned from our mistakes. So once again, even if it offered SMT, break of structure, 2-minute change in the state of delivery, but still the inside market maker buy model or sell model, don't enter opposite direction trade. So as you can see, for example, I entered 2-minute order block, stop loss above swing high, 2R, did not work. In other case, when it's not going to work, sometimes it's going to work, but most of the time it's not. Trend day, trade against the trend. So when we have, let's say, strong bullish trend, and from nowhere it formed like we traded above 10 a.m. open, 1 p.m. open, and from nowhere it offered 2-minute order block. You cannot short it simply because it offered 2-minute order block, right? So of course you can aim for from liquidity to liquidity. At this point, it's never going to offer 2R. So it can retrace, but it's not going to work. So minor retracement to continue going higher in the direction of the trend. We don't want to trade against the trend. So if trend is extremely bullish, don't short this. Never, ever. Well, more examples from my backtest. So as you can see, we got 10 a.m. open price with my orange line. Price traded above 10 a.m. open. We got SMT, we hit higher time level. We got sequence of up close candles that I'm going to use as my change in the state of delivery. We got inversion. So as you can see, I opened my trade at the open of next candle with stop loss above swing high, and my risk reward was 2. So basically I got 2R. Strictly 2R, of course I could aim for any liquidity levels lower. Idea is to aim for 2R only. So another example, also win. So we traded above 10 a.m. open, we clearly can see this. For example, what I don't really like to have, for example, if we did not have this small down close candle, probably I would not touch this because we got move immediately after 10 a.m. open. So hard to use this as order block. So I'm happy to see it offered minor retracement, right? So we got the sequence of up-close candles, we got the closure. WICK pretty big right there, so as I said, I can use open of the candle. So once we got the closure, I opened my trade at the open of next candle. Swing high is my stop loss. I took some partial at internal liquidity levels. It wasn't 2R, so I aim for 2R. Left my runner to 2R. Perfect, amazing. Another example, also win. We traded above 1 p.m. open. So once again, when order block started from, like you want to tell me probably, it traded already above 1 p.m. open, or we got already a move right there. But as you can see, it was distortion right here. So it's accumulation. We don't have like main move right here to anticipate continuation higher. So nothing is going on so far. So it's still accumulation, not going to work. This move up, yes, we got the closure, but order block started below 1 p.m. open, not going to work. So at this point, I'm going to wait for probably continuation higher. We hit some sort of high time frame level. We hit internal liquidity level. Right now, yes, I clearly can see we traded below 1 p.m. open with liquidity sweep. We got the closure above sequence. At this point, we got 1, 2. So I used 2 candles. Open of next candle was my entry. Stop loss swing low, going to aim for 2R. Example of loss. Inside what? Time distortion, of course. So clearly time distortion, right? 1 p.m. open. Clearly time distortion. Nothing is going on. Time distortion, second stage of redistribution, reaccumulation. At this point, it was reaccumulation. So I entered the trade, like it was from nowhere. Yes, we got SMT, but it was from nowhere. So yes, it offered inversion, order block. I entered my trade at the open of next candle. Stop loss was swing high. Could use this swing. That doesn't really matter. 2R did not work. Once we got end of the move, we hit high time frame level. It worked, but who cares? No one cares. Another loss. Inside what? Trend. Trend up. So we got 10 p.m. open. 10 a.m. open, price traded above this level. It's trend. We did not hit high time frame level. So I saw minor liquidity sweep. I saw order block. I entered the trade. Stop loss swing high. Wants to see 2R. Worked. Did not work. Why? Because trade against the trend. Want me to drop full backtest results on this? Smash the like and comment 2-minute model so I know you're serious. Subscribe if you find this helpful. And reminder, don't chase, don't guess, just track and execute. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.